Hi, this is Mark the Meerkat with Grok Trade with the weekend review, good through Monday, March the 7th, 2022. Yes, I'm in for Des. Des is in Cleveland making a presentation, keynote speaker at a conference there. So he's here north right now. I'm out of Toledo, Ohio. Again, I'm Mark the Meerkat, and I know for the first part of this video, I'm just going to be not Des. Hey, stay tuned. At the end of this, I've got three major announcements with Grok Trade. So stick around. Let's take a look at the markets. Well, what were they doing this week? Boom, bam, ba, right? And let's take a look here at the SPY here on the daily chart. And yeah, we had a down week here. It started to recover, and then no, especially on Friday, made a nice big drop down. Currently on the daily chart here, we're in a little bit of a bull flag, but we're getting lower swing highs and lower swing lows. Not looking good. In fact, look right here, like it was going to, this might have been a capitulation right here. Let's take a look here. Look at that volume there on that bar. Nope. It's failing right here and getting it now, starting to get a lower swing high. Just starting to develop that, not a swing high yet. But then again, we thought maybe this was capitulation here. But no, it went up here, didn't get any new highs, and then bam. So again, we have a invasion going on right now in the world, and so there's concern about that. And of course, then there's the background here of interest rates. And look at Powell. He kind of let it sneak out there. He's looking at the 0.25 increase in interest rates here in March. He kind of let that slip out the other day. So yeah, that's in the background, and everybody's looking at that. Let's take a look here at the DIA. And it too had some possible capitulation points here, but no, it's come up here and it's stalled here right at that 340 area on the DIA. Now then, you've got tech stocks here. Look at this. We got its lower swing highs and lower swing lows, and now it's starting to go down again here. Looked like it was going to recover here on this big day here, but no, it didn't. And then we got the small cap Russell here. Now this one is getting new swing lows and a higher swing high. So if you do a true one here, it is in a symmetrical triangle at the end of a down leg. That's called a bear pennant. But if you do this jab down here, where it jabbed down when the first day that the invasion started, and then it bounced back up here. If you just do that one, it's even a tighter symmetrical triangle. This is bearish, folks. It is bearish. Lower swing highs, lower swing lows. And we take a look at bank, and it had a different pattern here. It had a reversal pattern. It had a head and shoulders here pattern on the daily chart and on the weekly chart. And what that is you get the one shoulder, get the head, you get the shoulder. If it breaks what they call the neckline, where it connects these lines right here, look at this. It came right, that's where it came down to. You're drawing the neckline to there, and then look at that. It came down here, tagged it on that day. And then dropped to the 200, popped, opened on it that day, and hitting its head around here, and then on Friday, bam, right back to that 200. It's hit the 200 moving average on the bank 3 times now. If it, we'll see if this is found support here or not. So banks are definitely money coming out of banks, and we'll look at that at the end here. So again, the VIX here, oh my goodness gracious, yeah, we closed at 31.98. 31.98. If you're trying to do swing trading in this environment, you are insane. And yes, there are sectors that are going up. There are some swing trading opportunities there, but in general, look at these huge volatile candles here that we have going on here. So the VIX here, it hasn't closed below 20 since January 14th. We've been above 20 this entire time. This week we were between 28 and 37. Okay, folks, extreme volatility. So again, it can help you or it can hurt you, but mostly it will hurt if you're not positioned accordingly. Personally, I'm about 95% all cash right now as far as my swing trading accounts. There's one experimental one I'm trying, which is doing okay, but it's very specific and have very tight stops on that one, even in this volatile market. But that's me. All right, so let's go to and oil. Oh boy, USO here. Look at USO this week. Kaboom! Oh my goodness gracious. The USO itself is up 20.7% this week in 5 days. 20.7% in 1 week. I just saw that it just came across here that the average price of gas is now above $4 for the first time since in many years. So yes, folks, there is a lot of volatility in the markets, especially in those commodities. Okay, let's go to the weekly charts, which kind of trump these daily charts here, and there we go. And so again, in the longer, going all the way back here to, we were in a nice rising wedge here, and it broke down here in mid-January, and now it's just kind of, and now low basing down here. Look at that. It was a doji this week on the S&P 500. A doji this week. All that volatility, and we just ended up about the same that we did last week. And we're starting to form a low base in this area right here. Then we got the Dow here. By the way, well, and there are no. This is technically not a swing high here because it didn't get to get higher highs and higher lows. So we're still in a down leg on the weekly chart on the S&P 500. Nasdaq, the Dow here is sitting here back at the. It did get a higher swing high, so it is in a falling wedge here, bull flag, but it's looking very bearish. And then and for the week here, we did close below that lower support line. So yep, it is bearish. So we got the Qs here. This is the Nasdaq here. It's still not officially a leg up here. It's just still in a down leg here on the weekly chart. And on the small cap Russell here, it did have a swing low down here. Does not have a swing high here. So it is in a downtrend, getting lower swing highs, lower swing lows, and has not resolved it. So, but look at this, twice it tagged this just below this 190 area, tagged it twice on the weekly chart. So we'll see if that's a significant level of support. Banks, oh yeah, they've been falling, and again on the weekly chart, we also have a head and shoulders pattern, and then on the weekly chart, it did break it here. This week we broke below the neckline this week on that one on the weekly chart. And again, we look at the bigger view on here on the weekly for the VIX, and you can see back here in January was the last time we were below 20, and we spent almost all of 2021 here below the 20 but above 15. But then you go back to prior COVID here, and look at that, we were below 20, dancing around 15 and lower. So this is more quote-unquote normal, and last year was just kind of normal, and then now it's just like outrageously high since mid-January. All right, let's take a look at where is the money flowing here. Where is the money flowing? And that is, if you go to finviz.com under groups, for this week, look where the money is flowing in and out of. It's flowing into energy, utilities, and basic materials. Boom! I mean, we just saw how much just oil itself. That's not whole energy sector, but oil itself is up, to over 20% for the week. And where's the money coming out of? It's coming out of financials. It's coming out of customer cyclicals. It's coming out of technology, and communication services. So those are the big where the money is coming out of. So not a place to be long right now. And then we've got, just look at here in the last month what's happened, and that is that again, energy and basic materials are just booming. Utilities were in positive, but down here again, financials, technology, consumer cyclicals, and communication services. Clearly, money is flowing out of those, so you can look for short opportunities there. But if you're not able to short, then that's okay. So now, time for some big announcements coming up here with Grok Trade here. First, there we go. So Grok Trade announcements. The first one is I want to announce the fact that we are opening a new chat room, a new trading room for our Grok graduates, those who've gone through our mentoring program. All you Grok graduates out there, starting April 4th, we're going to have a room just for you, and it will be free to you as a graduate of our program. Now that we're going to have a section for day trading from 9 to 11. We can come in and talk about day trading, and we're also going to set up at times which to be determined exactly when in the evenings to talk about swing trading. And so it will be completely led by Grok graduates and other people, and that's going to be free to them as a benefit for having gone through our mentoring program, either the 301 mentoring or the advanced 401 mentoring class. Now, that's part of that is to we're going to be And we have free March Madness in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, the existing Grok Trading Chat Room, which I'm the host of right now, and I make my calls from there, which is going to be free for the month of March. And welcome to join us here. So that's the Grok Trading Room. Is going to be free for the month of March, and then on April 1st, that we're going to retire that room, and then we're going to shift our emphasis over to that Grok Trading Room. Now, if you'd like to be in that Grok Trading Room, we starting on April the 4th, we will have a 6-week free trial. You can come in for 6 weeks and see what have our Grok graduates learned and what are they saying about the markets. And if that's something you want to do, then you can always sign up for our mentoring class after that. But 6 weeks free for non-Grok graduates starting April 4th on that new room. But on the current room that we have here, the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, and we're in there from 9 to about 11:30. Come and join us. I'll be making calls there. So that's going to be free for the month of March. So because of the addition of this new room, and we're retiring the current room, me, Mark the Meerkat, I'm going to be shifting from leading that chat room to I'll be a part-time coach and mentor in that new Grok Trading Room. So that's going to just kind of a shift role here. But what's not shifting is I'm still going to be a mentor here, still be an analyst here at Grok Trade, still doing my trade of the day videos, that lessons on how to trade at all time frames. So I'm going to be continuing to do that, as well as mentoring and as well as coaching and mentoring Grok graduates from this point forward. So this is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that I want you to trade well, and may your winners run.